In these uncertain times, it's actually a wonderful opportunity to begin to look within and go full force on a path of self-growth. So to help along with this process, today I'm going to be talking about these 7 stages of personal development and offering a roadmap to becoming your best self. Welcome back. My name's Nena and I'm a life coach that specializes in personal development. Here at this channel we talk all about our emotional well-being, understanding our own psychology, and becoming our best possible selves. So if you aren't already a subscriber, please take a moment and become one. We definitely want you to stay connected. So on this journey of self-growth, it's very natural that we go through a series of phases or stages and that we have a lot of peaks and valleys along the way. So one day we may feel really motivated and excited about it, and the next day we may feel really fatigued and kind of stuck. But overall, most people tend to flow in a series of stages that are fairly well set. So that's exactly what we'll be talking about today. So we can kind of determine where we are along in this process and what is yet to come. Now the first stage is unawareness, and if you are watching this video, it is probably very unlikely that you are actually in this phase, or at minimum you are at the tail end of this phase. So here we really are just having the same day pretty much every day. We haven't given it much introspection, so we are on a bunch of set routines for good or bad. We may feel that our life really doesn't have much meaning or fulfillment, but we probably haven't even noticed that yet. Some people describe this phase of kind of feeling like a zombie, that you're not really awake to your true self and you are just kind of going with the flow of life without really giving it direction of your own. Now, the second part of the process is when we begin to question our habits and our paradigm. We are beginning to look inward and we're seeing what in our life is working, what is not working, and ultimately where we would like to end up. So we're really going through a lot of, again, introspection and questioning, and we are realizing that we actually desire a lot more out of our life than we are currently experiencing. The third phase is really exciting, and that's when we begin to learn to listen to our heart and begin to make authentic decisions based on what we truly want. So we realize that much of the time we have been listening to the opinions and ideas of other people or as society as a whole, and we start to really question that, and we start to really understand that change is possible and that we really need to be making our own decisions if we want to be leading our own authentic life. So this is when that process actually gets started. We realize that change is possible and we start considering new ideas and new paradigms for what we want our life to be. The fourth phase is critical, and this is the phase of action. So we go beyond really that realization that we want to make changes in our life, and we are actually putting those changes into motion. So this is a very exciting time because we're going to start to actually see some progress. So we are really pushing through those old habits and behaviors, and even when it is difficult, we are continuing on with that change. So this is, again, a really, really fun part of the self-development process. Now the fifth stage is something that I see most people go through, and that is kind of a repeat of one of the earlier stages, which is a stage of self-critique. But this time we are critiquing ourselves against our old self. So we are looking at the different changes that we have made in our life, and we're seeing if we like those changes and if we like the changes that our life is really now going in. So we can question what's working, what isn't working, and kind of make little tweaks from there. But it's this really second big wave of introspection that I really see most people go through. The sixth stage is a wonderful stage to finally get to, and that is the stage of self-acceptance. This is where we have a sense of self-understanding and self-love like we've never had before. Instead of fighting against life, we really embrace life, we embrace who we are and where we are. We are okay with wherever we are in the journey. We just think of it as part of our path. So we really are having this new sense of peace inside because We acknowledge that maybe we aren't perfect, maybe we have flaws, but we know that that is part of a beautiful whole that we are as a person, and we really just feel this wonderful sense of self-acceptance for who we truly authentically are. And the seventh stage, the grand finale, is self-actualization. This is where we truly become the person that we were born to be. We become our best self. We are able to use our unique gifts and talents to the best of our ability. Now, self-actualization is something that I did a video on as well. I will link that one down below. And self-actualization was kind of a term that was coined by Abraham Maslow, who had the hierarchy of needs, and the need at the top was that self-actualization. So this is where we really truly find fulfillment in life, because we have truly become all that we can be. And that is something that we all strive to be in this process of self-development. So please comment down below. I'm so curious to hear where you think you fall in these different 7 stages of self-development. And don't get discouraged if you feel that you are at the beginning, because every single person starts at the beginning, and eventually you'll get wherever you desire to be. Remember, in our life, the sky is the limit. We can do, be, or have anything we want. So it's just a matter of slowly making progress every single day to really become the best version of ourselves possible. And just a reminder that I know these times are kind of difficult and chaotic right now, but it is the perfect time to work on self-growth, because maybe we even have a little more time than we normally do during this process. So again, I want to, as always, send you so much love and support during this strange and unusual and even surreal time we are going through, but please use it to your advantage and always be working on your personal development, because that is going to give you so much meaning and fulfillment in your life. So I truly hope this video was helpful to you, and if it was, please like it and share it with someone else who may need to hear the same message today. Also, again, please do subscribe to our channel if you have not done so already. We definitely want you to stay connected, and I truly hope your day is extraordinary.